All right, let's roll. Saturday afternoon here at the Drubner Center. Big time CACC women's volleyball matchup here as we are about halfway through the regular season 2024 CACC championship rematch from last fall. Post University Eagles on a great run to begin the year, 13-3 overall, 4-0 in conference. And on the other side, the 2024 CACC champs, Georgian University, 5-11 overall, 2-3 in conference. And this one is certainly going to be personal for the Eagles coming into today. And with all of that, we say hello and welcome courtside. Griffin Cass on hand here at the Drubner Center in Waterbury, Connecticut, on the campus here at Post University. Eagles, what a start it's been to the 2025 campaign. Again, 13-3 overall, 4-0 in conference. Their undefeated conference record being put to the test here today against a team that they fell to in the CACC championship in late November 2024. Shauna Rayside, the head coach for Georgian Court in her third season, graduated from Georgian Court in 2019. And on the other hand, Tiffany Verney, head coach for the Eagles' fourth season. Not the most electric crowd per se for this afternoon. The 33rd all-time meeting between the Lions and the Eagles. We're underway. And that one too far past the end line. Brooke Bobliss, the freshman setter, 6'1" from Toms River, New Jersey. A little too far on that one. Vivian Andrea Ferrer-Vary, a service error. And we're tied at 1-1 to begin set one. Eagles 5-0 here at home at the Drubner Center, 6-3 on the road this year, 2-0 at neutral sites. Bobliss. A little bit of a miscommunication there on the Eagles. And Georgian Court with their first lead here in set one. Certainly a lot of turnover from the team last year for Georgian Court into this year. A lot of people left. Going right into the middle. Herrick overshot that one. And 3 consecutive points here for the Lions to begin set one, pardon me. Georgian Court 1-3 on the road this year, 1-3 at neutral sites, 3-5 at home. Going right up to Perrick, and she's met at the net. Certainly have to circle her on the game plan if you are playing the Eagles. Christina Perrick, 301 kills coming into today. She had 399 last year, 700 in her post-career, spanning 2 seasons, or not even 2 seasons in full. Genesis Simanka met at the net, and the Eagles and the 4-0 Lions run right there. 4-2 Georgian Court here in set one. Alyssa Groves will serve. 35 aces on the season, leads the team. That hit. Drew the line, and ace right there for Alyssa Groves, number 36 on the year. All-time big leader in Post University women's volleyball program history. Outside, Simanka is met by the Shaheed Stevenson sisters. Both juniors, 5'11" from Louisville, Kentucky. Huge block at the net, and the Eagles have got 3 consecutive points rattled off right here. Right in the middle, Shaheed Stevenson, that's Nuri. As the middle blocker right there in the middle to deny it, and 4 consecutive points for the Eagles to take a 5-4 lead. Grows with some beautiful serves here. Parrott comes in, punches it. Contact with the net there on Georgian court, so another Eagles point. There's a 4-0 run for Georgian court to begin, and the Eagles have rattled off 5 straight points to take a 6-4 lead. Simanka gets it to drop. Leads the team in kills this year with 168 coming into today. First season with Georgian court. Transferred over from Iowa Western. Going right to Perrick. Too easy. Kill number 302 on the year for number 2. On pace to shatter her kill numbers from last year. Beautiful dig there by Ava Chernesky. Going right back to Perrick. Chernesky. What a delivery. Super accurate. And a kill for number 10, the freshman. Recruited here, 151 kills on the season coming into today. Was obviously not on the championship team last year, but recruited after multiple players left from that championship team last year. Murray Shahid Stevenson finds an opening and gets the kill for the Eagles. Eliana Ortiz, the freshman outside hitter from Goodyear, Arizona, subs in here for the Eagles. Perrick will serve. She does not run up frequently on her serves. Denied! Ortiz. Simanka had a lot of velocity on that spike, but Ortiz is right there. And a 9-6 lead here for the Eagles in set 1. Shahid Stevenson up. Ortiz. And it was deflected. Perrick tries to drop it in, and that's an ace. Timeout, Georgian court. Eagles have settled into set 1 with an 11-6 lead. Out of the Lions timeout, Eagles 11-6 lead here through set 1. The Eagles 13-19 all time versus the Lions. Previous meeting came in the CACC Championship last fall on November 24th. Georgian court with a 3-0 sweep to claim the 2024 CACC title. So obviously this one personal for the Eagles. Looking for a little revenge. And more importantly, stay undefeated here in conference in 2025. Simanka got up. I think there's some confusion about who won the point. So the point awarded to the Eagles, and the coaching staff from Georgian Court a little perplexed. Thought it should have been their point. Perrick, an error right there. Certainly can sense the fire in this match here today. Obviously both teams in conference, CACC opponents, and then on top of that, rematch of the 2024 CACC Championship. Great dig by Groves, up to Ortiz, and blocked out of bounds. Sorry, the ball came to me off of the deflection, so I had to finish the call and also make a play with the hands. Racer Sattler will serve. Sophomore outside hitter. Beautiful dig. Too much on it, out of bounds. Eagles point, 14-7 post. Yeah, that was an incredible dig by number 13 on Georgian Court, Amber Gallo. Up top, Cherneski detonates. Jenna Heiser, the service error, and the Eagles with their 15th point here in set one. Nice dig. And a great dig by Groza Libero for the Eagles. Major kill. Ortiz. Luzader the serve. Right in the middle. Great effort by Groza and Perrick, but no avail. Eagles not able to get it over, and 69 posts here in set one. Sierra Zayas comes in and will serve. 19 aces on the season coming into this match. Lofts one. Shaheed Stevenson got up but was blocked. Robles and Gilday right there. Great block. The blocks here at the net have been superb by Georgian Court here in set one. 16-11 Eagles here in the first set. Cherneski the tap, and the point for Georgian Court. She's had herself an excellent rookie campaign here in 2025. 151 kills on the season coming into today. 48 sets played. That is an service error from Zayas. 17-12 post. Coming up to the end of set one. Vivian Andrea for Hervari, an ace. Eagles 7 points away from the victory here in set one. 31 aces coming into today for number 9 in white. Almost another right there, but Carmen Rivera with an outstanding dig, and Chernesky with another kill. Simonka back in for Georgian court. Perrick lets it sail over ahead, an error right there from Chernesky. Eagles 19-13 lead here in set one. Groves a strong serve. Simonka taps it. Groves gets to it. Perrick fires it. Groves lays out, can't get there. And a nice tap by Chernesky. 19-14 Eagles. Georgian court coming off of a victory at home against Holy Family. Coming off of a four-match homestand, pardon me. 3 of those 4 were CACC opponents where they went 1-2. Going right to Perrick, a little behind her. What a dig. And Boblis misfires, and the Eagles get their 20th point here at set one. Eagles quick turnaround for them. Played at AIC on Thursday night. Lost 3-2 in 5 sets. Christina Perrick homecoming. Shahid Stevenson right there in the middle with the denial. Alexa Arnold, the sophomore, will serve. And an ace. A big one, too. 19 aces for her coming into this afternoon. 22-15 Eagles. That one with too much on it, an error. And a much-needed point right there for Georgian court. Brooke Boblis, the freshman, will serve. Right in the middle, Shahid Stevenson got up. 67 kills for Nuri coming into today. Nia, her twin sister, with 56 coming into today. Madison Wellington the punch and found an opening right there in the middle. Groves couldn't get to it. 23-17 Eagles. Amber Gallo, on the championship team last year, a senior, will serve. 15 aces on the season coming into today. Ortiz. Chernesky. What a set one for her. That is her 6th kill. $157 on the year now for number 10, the freshman. Nice tap. Shahid Stevenson crafty, intelligent, 24-18 Eagles. What an effort by Bobliss. Chernesky. A dominant set one for number 10. Heiser the serve. Chernesky, another kill. Number 8 in set one. Georgian court trying to complete a comeback here in set one. 24-20 Eagles. In the corner, Ortiz ends at 25-20 Eagles in set one. (25-20) Eagles win in set one to take a 1-0 lead. Ava Chernesky, the freshman, number 10 for Georgian court, with 8 kills in set one. Eliana Ortiz leading the way for the Eagles in kills with 4. Nuri Shahid Stevenson with 3, and Christina Perrick with 2. 2024 CACC Championship rematch. Away we go here in set 2. Right in the middle and denied. I believe that was Emma Gilday, right in the middle. Georgian court got out to a 4-1 lead in set 1. Eagles were able to then find their footing. Vivian Andrea Fehervari finds her footing right there and gets the Eagles on the board here in set 2. That's her first kill. That one too much on it. 2-1, Georgian court. Again, Eagles played at AIC Thursday, 3-2 loss. Before that, had a 3-match winning streak. Right up top, Vivian Andrea Fehervari got up, but another block at the net for Georgian court. And McGilday has had herself a nice match thus far. Too many taps. Eagles with a nice point right there. Eagles with a dominant 2025 thus far. Started the year 9-0, 13-3 overall, 4-0 in conference. Simonka got up, Groves an excellent effort, and the Eagles get it over. Deflected out of bounds off of the Gilday strike. 4-2 Georgian court here to begin set 2. Going to Perrick. Always a good decision. Throws an excellent serve. Simonka, was it in bounds? No, it wasn't. Simonka right to the back line, a big-time strike. Her second kill. Again, leads the team in kills coming into this afternoon. Perrick out of bounds there on that dig. 6-4 Georgian court. Groves will let it sail over. An arrow right there by Bobliss. And Alexa Arnold will come in to serve. Perrick ties things up here in set 2 at 6-6. Addison Wellington, a nice strike, and Shahid Stevenson, big block. But 40 blocks on the season coming into today for number 10. 7-6 lead for the Eagles. Perrick tries to drop it in, and a beautiful dig by Wellington. Not enough on it there by Cherneski. Mistimed that jump a little bit. And the Eagles with 4 straight points to take an 8-6 lead. Beautiful slap. Shahid Stevenson. Nuri has had an excellent start to this one. A timeout call by Georgian Court. 9-6 lead for the Eagles here in set 2, trying to take a 2-0 lead. Alexa Arnold will serve. 9-6 lead for the Eagles. Similar starts to both of the first 2 sets. Georgian Court gets out to like a 4-1, 4-2 lead, and the Eagles go on a little bit of a run and take the advantage about halfway through the set. 9-6 Eagles. Perrick in the middle. Cherneski charges in. Gross sets it up. Number 2 flies in. Deflected out of bounds. Point for the Eagles. 10-6 lead. What a strike. Kyla Davis, the sophomore from Edison, New Jersey. Cherneski has had a beautiful match thus far. That's her first kill in set 2. 9 now here in the match. Perrick. Too powerful. Six kills now for her, and an ace right there. Second ace of the afternoon for number 2. Wellington comes in, met at the net. Cherneski the tap. That was either deflected or hit the line at the end there. Eagles 13-8 lead, starting to run away with it here in set 2. Ortiz, net. And a point awarded there for Georgian Court. Emma Gilday in, as well as Jenna Heiser. She will serve. Heiser will. 13-9 Eagles lead. Groves gets it over. Gilday right in the middle. Groves is right there. And Shahid Stevenson puts it down. Sadler to serve. 6 kills for Nuri Shahid Stevenson, 6 for Christina Perrick. And a 15-9 lead here for the Eagles in set 2 after they got the 25-20 victory in set 1. Bobas up. Wellington coming in. Not enough on it. Couldn't get it over the net. Eagles with a ton of breathing room here coming down the stretch of set 2. Cherneski trying to get the lines back on track. And Perrick gets it over. Cherneski again. Little too much for Sadler to handle. Can't understate it. Much needed point right there for Georgian Court. Service error right there. Not what they needed. 17-10 Eagles. Catalina Luzader, the sophomore setter, to serve. Cherneski. Perrick coming in the middle. Cheat code. 7th kill of the match for number 2. Timeout, Georgian Court, as the Eagles are running away with it here in set 2 with an 18-10 lead. Out of the Georgian Court timeout, an 18-10 lead for the Eagles here in set 2. Beautiful dig by Rivera. And Georgian court gets it over. Luzader and Alani Duncan not on the same page right there. And it results in a Georgian court point. 18-11 Eagles. Alani Duncan sends it down. That was her first kill of the afternoon. Bobliss met at the net. Tries it again. Little too far out of play. The Eagles 5 points away from a 2-0 lead here. Looking for some revenge against the team that beat them in the 2024 CACC Championship. Of course, not the exact same team, but the same program. The Eagles looking certainly like a favorite here in 2025 to win the CACC title. Big time point there for the Lions, 21-12 Eagles. Going to Perrick. Again, always a good decision. 8th kill for her on the afternoon. Sails out of play, a service error, 22-13 Eagles. Perrick had 13 kills in the CACC Championship against Georgian Court. The Eagles last year went 20-11 overall, 13-3 in the CACC. Georgian Court with a little momentum here, down 8, 22-14. Bobliss a serve, a little too much on it, and a service error right there. Eagles 2 points away. Wellington, way too much on it. Eagles 1 point away. Perrick looks to end it. And Shahid Stevenson or Perrick right at the net. Eagles with a 25-14 win here in set 2. All right, Eagles on cruise control here through the first two sets. 25-20 win in set one, and then a 25-14 win in set number two. Eagles up 2-0, looking to return the favor against a program that defeated them 3-0 in the 2024 CACC Championship. Christina Perrick with 8 kills to lead the way for the Eagles. Ava Chernesky with 10 to lead the way for the Lions. The Eagles strike first in set three. That found the back line, and Georgian court on the board here in set three, 1-1. Little awkward there for the Eagles. Discombobulated on that point, and Georgian court takes their first lead here in set three. Beautiful serve, and an ace for the freshman Chernesky. Eagles looking to continue being perfect against CACC opponents in 2025. Gorgeous dig by Groves. Eagles 4-0 in conference to start 2025, 13-3 overall, and a great start for Georgian court to begin set three. But they got out to great starts in set 1 and 2. Can they sustain this through set three? Perrick slaps it over. What a dynamite kill. Couldn't see who that was. Oh, that was Emily Halpit-Vogel. And a 5-1 lead here for Georgian court in set three. They are not done yet. Got a lot of energy on their side. Perrick coming in, met, and a 6-1 lead. And Tiffany Verney does not like what she sees. Wants for time. A 6-1 lead for Georgian court to begin set three. And they're still very much in it. A superb start for Georgian court here in set three with a 6-1 lead. Great timeout called by Tiffany Verney as we are out of it. Perrick a little behind her, slaps it over. Great dig by the libero in Rivera. And the Eagles with a point right out of the timeout. 6-2 Lions here in set three. Nuri Shahid Stevenson has had a great match thus far this afternoon. Herrick ends a great rally. 11th kill for number 2. Eagles back-to-back points out of the timeout. 6-3 Lions. Groves with one ace. Serves it away. A little bit of an awkward setup there by Groves. Talking it through right now. 7-3 Georgian court. Great dig there by Herrick. Eagles a little discombobulated here in set 3. Amber Gallo the serve. Oh, Pitvogel. Major slam. Second kill for her. And a 9-3 lead here for the Lions in set 3. Nice dig by Chernesky. Hope Pitvogel has had a great start to set 3 and a 10-4 lead for the Lions. Shahid Stevenson and Parrott and Betts. Wellington at the net. Wellington the slap. Ortiz finds the corner. Fifth kill for number 21. Davis right in the middle. Great effort by Groves. Put a point for the Lions, 11-6. Now Pitvogel, a nice serve. Ortiz taps it. Right up top, Nuri Shahid Stevenson. 7th kill for her. Service error right there by Sattler. Right into the net. 12-7 Lions. Six service errors now for the Eagles, 6 for the Lions. Groves gets it over. Ortiz finds a corner again. Cherneski got a great set one, has been a little quiet since then. That is her 11th kill here in the match. She had 8 in set one. Perrick is out right now for the Eagles. And a friendly roll over the net there for Zayas. 14-8, Georgian court. The Eagles let it go out of play. And the much-needed point right there. Perrick and Vivian Andrea Fehervari will sub in. 14-9. Lions. Eagles again, if you're just tuning in, 25-20 win in set one, 25-14 win in set two, and down 14-9 here in set three. 2024 CACC Championship rematch. Duncan and Perrick right there at the net for the Eagles' point. Oh, crafty. Zayas. Little magic trick right there, the deception. And a 15-10 Georgian court lead here in set three. Cherneski, the serve, didn't have enough on it. An error right into the net. Sattler and Nuri Shahid Stevenson in. Both of the Shahid Stevenson sisters, or twins, I should say, out there. Groves a nice serve. Perrick got way too much lift on that one. A great effort by the Lions. The Eagles climbing back down 3. Throws another nice serve. Alpit Vogel has been electric here in set 3. And a big time point for the Lions to go up 16-12. Perrick out of play. A lot of power on that one, but out of bounds, and a 17-12 Lions lead. Perrick looks to do good on that one, and does. Eagles back down 4. Nice dig. That was Cherneski. Contact with the net. And a point awarded there for the Eagles, down 3. Arnold to serve. Boneless was blocked at the net. Looks like Catalina Luzader lost her footing right there. 18-15 Lions. Davis found an opening. Back-to-back points for the Lions. 19-15 lead. Looks like we get a deflection there on Davis. Perrick with the kill. Up to 15 now on the match, and she'll serve. Eagles down 3. Discombobulation there for the Eagles. Back up 4 are the Lions, 2016. Alpin Vogel way too much on it. An error right there. Alpin Vogel, too much on that. Eagles back down 2. And Sattler will serve. .28 aces on the season coming into today. Cherneski. Twelfth kill for her. Heiser will serve. Duncan was floating in the air right there. Two kills now for number 24. Set 3 coming down to the wire. Too much on that. Was it deflected? No, it wasn't. Eagles down 1. Luzader to serve. Cherneski, great dig by Groves. Ortiz. Stayed with it. Eagles tie it up at 21. Timeout Lions. What an eventful set 3. Georgian Court has had the lead for the majority of the set. The Eagles have now tied it up at 21 with an opportunity to take the lead. 2-0 Eagles lead here in the match. And they get the lead right there with Duncan. Chernesky, a great effort, and they can't get it over, but superb effort right there from Georgian Court, and the Eagles knocking on the door here at the comeback here in set 3. Lost 3-0 in the 2024 CACC Championship to Georgian Court. Trying to return the favor here in 25, and Wellington with a major kill. "15 kills for Perrick to lead the way for the Eagles, 12 for Chernesky to lead the way for the Lions. Both players on the court. Perrick coming in the middle. What a dig by Groves, and it drops. Back-to-back points for Georgian Court to tie it up at 23. Chernesky. Lethal. Timeout, Eagles. Georgian Court trying to stave off the comeback from the Eagles with a 24-23 lead. 13 kills for number 10 in blue. (24-23) Georgian Court here in set 3. Zayas the serve. Chernesky not able to end it. Duncan is right there. And Ortiz. Knotted up at 24 here in set 3. All Eagles in sets 1 and 2. Back and forth here in set number 3. Perrick way too much on it. No. So they say that it was deflected last touch by a Georgian Court player. And a 25-24 Eagles lead. It's win by 2. Perrick. right at the net. Eagles with the block. And they win set 3, 26-24, and get the 3-0 sweep over the team that defeated them in the 2024 CACC Championship. 16 kills for Perrick to lead the way. And the Eagles move to 14-3 overall, 5-0 in conference. And Georgian Court drops to 5-12 overall and 2-4 in conference. We'll get the post-game interview coming up next. Eagles with a 3-0 sweep over Georgian Court in the 2024 CACC Championship rematch. For our entire athletic communication staff here at Post, Griffin Cass saying so long from the Drubner Center. Eagles with a 3-0 sweep over Georgian Court. Test. Post University women's volleyball with a 3-0 sweep over Georgian court to improve to 14-3 overall in the season and 5-0 in conference. Griffin Castro alongside sophomore setter Catalina Luzader. What was working for you guys today? 3-0 sweep.
Just not giving up, swinging at every ball, blocking, being there on defense, just very scrappy. Everything was going together very well, I think.
Obviously, this was a rematch of the 2024 CACC championship. Was there a little feelings on your side in terms of how personal this was for you guys?
Yeah, one of our players said it was a revenge match, I think. So I think, and then we also just lost in 5 the other day against AIC, so it was just a comeback match for us for this week.
Talk about set 3. Obviously, you guys had full control over sets 1 and 2. Set 3, Georgian court was leading for the majority of it. How were you guys able to pull that out?
Just coming together and being there for everybody and just encouraging everybody to keep playing, keep going for every ball, putting the ball away. We can come back from worse, so we knew we could come back from it.
I know that Tiffany called a timeout after you guys went down 6-1 to begin set 3. What was said during that timeout?
That was just kind of like a get it back together, figure out what we're doing. We know we got this. Just what are we doing? Just figure it out type of timeout.
Final question for you, big picture question, going down the stretch here the rest of the regular season. What's going to be the mindset and the message for you guys to close out this regular season?
The mindset is to just try to win every game. Message, let's be undefeated in conference the whole season.
Thank you so much for taking some time after the match.
We'll
bring in Nuri Shahid Stevenson next.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Nuri Shahid Stevenson at the table following the 3-0 sweep over Georgian court. Eagles now 5-0 in conference and 14-3 overall on the season. I want to talk about your performance today. 7 kills. What was working for you out there?
Really just connecting with my setter. This is her first game. Not her first game, but she's not our first setter. So she had to come in, and we had to really just connect.
I want to ask the same question to Catalina, to you. You guys had control over sets 1 and 2 pretty easily. Georgian court led for the majority of set 3. Just how were you guys able to pull it out?
Just communicating and trusting each other. Yep.
And I want to ask her the same question that I asked you again. Tiffany called timeout after it was 6-1 Georgian court to start. Just what was the message from her and the rest of the team during that timeout?
Just to keep swinging, being aggressive, and they can't shut us down. If we be aggressive, they can't really shut us down. So.
This is your first year with the program coming over. What has been your impressions, and how have you been enjoying your experience at Post?
I've really been enjoying it. I'm just getting comfortable. Last year I was 6th in the nation for blocks, so I'm really just getting back in my natural element.
Talk about Christina's performance today. 16 kills, pretty typical of her. Came in with 301 on the season. Certainly going to shatter her numbers from last year in terms of kills. Just what does she bring to this team, and how awesome is it having her on the court?
Aggression, and just her connection with the setter. I think that's really it.
Quick turnaround for you guys. You guys play on Wednesday here at home. Just what's going to be the mindset and routine for the next few days getting ready for that?
Really hard work. Hard work beats talent. I think that's a message.
When talent fails to work hard.
Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for taking some time after the game. Eagles 5-0 on the season with a 3-0 win over Georgian court in conference, and now 14-3 overall. Sweet.